All right, we back. Motor City Sports Talk in the building. Appreciate everybody for checking in. Let's get to it. Pretty much, we're going to be talking about Sheila Ford receiving today the game-winning ball from when they beat the Arizona Cardinals a few weeks ago. We also going to talk about Desmond Trufant missing Sunday. Also, we're going to talk about Joe Dell possibly replacing Frank Ragnow and Hunter Bryant going on IR to make room for Joe Dell coming off the injured reserve list. But let's start off with Kenny Golladay. He talked about his contract situation with the Lions. At one point, he was optimistic. Right now, not so optimistic. So hit that subscribe button, bell icon button, share the video, and pretty much he don't have much to say. The optimism went down the drain real quick. He says he don't know, if the contract negotiation is still on or not. I think he know what it is. His representation, they told him what the business was. The business situation is your number too high, or they want to wait till after the season and try to pay you, or they want to franchise tag you, or they're going to let you walk. He knows what's going on. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, you feel for him. We know how this organization is. We know football is the worst sport for an athlete to get paid in, and they can franchise tag you and keep you, but I don't anticipate them franchise tagging them. The franchise tag number this year was around $18 million. So if they don't want to pay him 18, 20, 16 million, whatever he asking for, I don't see them franchise tagging. It might be a situation where you just lost Ndamukong Suh for nothing, and you're probably going to lose Kenny Golladay for nothing, and you didn't draft his replacement this year, if that's the case. And do you want to, if you come in with Stafford next year or a rookie quarterback, do you want to really break in a new weapon? They're not bringing in an equivalent, from nowhere. You know what I'm saying? They're not bringing in nobody that's just as good, So he probably just going to walk. Pretty much coy on the situation. And he just answering like, I don't know what's going on. He knows what's going on. He know he's not getting his money. And you know what? If the Lions going to rebuild, why sign a $20 million receiver? He ain't Megatron to them, so he ain't bringing in a ton of jersey sales, or he ain't bringing in tickets, so they just going to probably let him walk. So, it's unfortunate. You develop a talent in the fourth round and you don't draft well. You drafted well. You bring this guy in, and now he going to probably walk away and go somewhere else. So, maybe they let him test the market, and he on the market he think he gets something, he don't get it. So, his reputation has been taken a hit in Detroit. He could be really good. You put him in there with Cam Newton in New England, be pretty good. And the Lions would be smart to capitalize off of his ability. Trade him to New England. They don't like to pay neither. Trade him somewhere where he can go get his money at, and hopefully he get his money because he deserves his money. But we know how Detroit go. If he was a white boy catching the same balls, they would pay him. They paid Taylor Decker. He didn't deserve to get paid. People say he's playing well this year. I can't tell. Look the same dude to me. He still can't run block. We still not run the ball well. But that is what it is. So basically, Kenny Golladay, Detroit just like as it did to Ndamukong Suh, is doing to Matthew Stafford. It did to Barry Sanders. It beat the hope out of you. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully he get his money somewhere. I prefer it be here, but more than likely it won't. They'll probably play Stafford again before they play Golladay. And if I'm Golladay, just trade me. At this point, trade me. But if he get to walk and choose where he want to go, even if the Lions came back with the biggest offer and they let him test that market, I would not come back here if I'm him. You gonna disrespect me like this? Hell no. Unless they coming in with 30 a year, and we all know Sheila ain't doing that. But switch lanes to Sheila Ford. Let's talk about her. And apparently, what she's done is she's visited the Lions practice again today. And they awarded her with the game ball from the Arizona game. So it's supposed to be her first win as an owner. To me, it was super weak. It just seemed like the coaching staff is trying to butter her up, and GM Bob Quinn is trying to butter her up. But if they lose Sunday, their fate should be sealed. If you want to fire them Sunday on the team flight back home, or before the flight, or if you want to fire them after the season, they lose this game Sunday. To be honest, a lot of people prefer to lose the game Sunday, because Jaguars might be a direct competitor to us getting a quarterback. But knowing the Lions, they get up there again next year in the top 3, and they still take a lineman or a cornerback again, or a receiver, some shit like that, and still sign Stafford back to a long-term deal. So, to be honest, Sheila got to show me different. Some people in there, why are you being negative? And, give Sheila a chance. Well, show me I'm different. Show me she different. Fire them jokers right now. People, you're just so negative. What's optimistic about what's going on this season? A lot of y'all saying 9, 10, 11 wins. I see the videos. I see 11 wins. I'm just sitting there like, They must have been a Lion. They must have just turned to Lions fans this century. I've been a Lions fan. I used to count wins when I was at that point too. And every year, oh, it's 10 wins and 9 wins, 8 wins. They always prove me wrong, right? But, I mean, do she really want that sorry team ball? She should be getting a 2-game balls. Her first and second win. Y'all should have beat the New Orleans Saints. But y'all didn't. The Chargers gave them a better shot than us with a rookie quarterback. And Keenan Allen got injured. And Austin Eckler was injured. Come on. So we really glorifying that win in Arizona? Arizona lost back-to-back. I believe they lost to the Panthers. No, they lost to the Panthers, and they lost somebody else, I believe, too. But, I mean, if that's what floats her boat, if she want to put that in her trophy case, that'd probably be the only trophy she'd be putting in her trophy case for the rest of her time as a Lions owner, unless she do something different. But knowing her, she probably going to retain Bob Quinn and Matt Patricia for another year, and I think most people believe that. But it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think about Sheila getting the game ball from a couple weeks ago. You know, why didn't she travel to the game? Maybe they couldn't have, you know, other people in the game. Who knows? But we did have a game at Ford Field, so why didn't she get the win, the practice before we played the New Orleans Saints? So that's kind of mind-boggling. Maybe she was out of town doing something, but we already know. More than likely she afforded. She don't care about what the Lions doing. But Desmond Trufant is a scratch tomorrow. He's not healthy again, so he'll be out. He came back, and all of a sudden, he had a week to rest. So pretty much, they probably shouldn't have brought him back from the New Orleans game. They should have let him rest. But it's already too late, you know. I guess we're going to see Jeff Okudah out there. I'm not sure if Mike Ford been activated yet, but Trufant wouldn't have made no difference. He burnt toast anyway, so it was just a waste of money. It was an article today saying that Jamie Collins was a waste of money, and he ain't playing up to his worth. And are you surprised? Trey Flower, too. Y'all, you know, some of the publications letting off on him. Apparently, you know, Deshaun Hand was supposed to be his Batman, his Robin or Batman this year, and he ain't producing. All these, and Danny Shelton, what is he doing? Come on, why did we bring him here? We could have brought some rookies in. They could have did the same thing these guys doing for a fraction of the price, but it is what it is. Just let you know that Matt Patricia's system broken. No matter if you got 21 Patriots, 22 Patriots out there, the system sucks. You know, he could have brought Bill Belichick brain with him, then it would have been well, but, you know, Trufant, they might as well shut him down and let the young guys, Darryl Roberts and Mike Ford and Okudah, please play the rest of the year. Let Amani Rockwood keep working out. He was ranked 18 out of all the corners in the league in Pro Football Focus. And we knew he was going to step up this year. You know, if Matt Patricia and Bob Quinn knew he was going to step up, they never would have spent that money on Jeff Okudah, straight up and down. So they spent the money on him. It was a waste of money. He can't stay healthy. He an old man. He couldn't stay healthy in Atlanta. We knew that when he was healthy, he gave up the most yards per catch than any other cornerback last year, if my memory serves me correctly. But let's end off on this note. Joe Dowd is activated. Hunter Bryant goes to the IR. So Hunter Bryant going to IR to make room for Joe Dowd. Hunter Bryant ain't busted moved all year, I don't think. They must have really liked what he did in camp, but they can't even utilize T.J. Hockenson and Jesse James. So why is they holding on to Hunter Bryant on the roster? I don't know. All right, you know, Jesse James barely can get on the field. T.J. Hockenson ain't getting no real targets, even though he really turned the corner and elevated his game this year. But you wouldn't tell because he ain't getting no balls thrown to him. So, I mean, Dowd is expected to take over for center this week with the Jacksonville Jaguars. How optimistic am I? Hopefully he suck and somebody, you know, sack Stafford and break his back and we tank the rest of the season if we can't beat the Jaguars. So hopefully Dowd does a horrible job, break Stafford back, and we out and we able to go to lose the rest of the season, get the number 1 pick, take Lawrence or Fields or I don't know much about Trey Lance, one of them, and we able to rebuild. But I got a huge hunch the Lions is probably going to win 5 or 6 games and, you know, they're going to hang on to Stafford or Stafford going to retire and, you know, I don't know. Maybe Chase Daniels will be the starting quarterback next year. So Joe Dowd is probably going to be starting center next week. He totally sucks at his natural position at left guard. So it is what it is. You pay Big V all that money. Put his big ass at center. You feel me? But, hey, it is what it is. Let me know what you guys think. Don't forget me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. Keep sharing the videos. Appreciate the love and support. Best way to support the channel is hit the subscribe button. Bell icon button so you get the notification gang. Appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing. Other than that, want to make a donation? Share the video for me. Cash App, CJ Good 313. PayPal link in the description. Another way to support the channel as well, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I'm rarely on Instagram, but that link's there as well too. If you ever have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request to chop it up, my link's there. And also check my other channel out, Goodfellas Sports TV, right here on YouTube. Appreciate the love, support. Keep sharing the videos. One time for the one time. We gone.